Oh, what a beautiful view! We are in the northern part of the Piemonte region, Serra Morenica Hill, the Canavese and Biellese region, just above the town of Ivrea and Biella. What we're going to talk about today? Today we're going to talk about gravel bikes. Do you really need one? Is it just a marketing thing of the moment? I'm doing this gravel path, which is a beautiful path called the Trecciolino that connects the beautiful village over the hill over there named Andrate all the way towards above Biella to the Sanctuary of Europa, which was the final arrival of a Giro d'Italia stage several times. Once was popular for the victory of Marco Pantani. And so we're doing this path, this gravel path, and we discuss whether you need, or what I think about gravel bike. Do you need one or maybe not? Let's find out. Well, of course, it's like anything, you know, if you can afford it, if you got room in your garage and you can fit another bike, and as many of my friends says, life is too short not to have as many bikes as you want, then of course get also a gravel bike. But if you already have a road bike and a mountain bike, do you really need a gravel bike? Well, for us living here by the Alps, I keep both bicycles because the trails that we're doing over here are serious stuff. Technical trails, single tracks, very steep, a lot to do off the saddle, steep, and you need good grip, you need a bicycle, good handle, so the wider handlebars helps as well in the technical parts, and so I'd rather keep both. And also as I have this middle range road bike, it's a Rose bike, pretty good carbon bike. It should be also a little bit performant in the right legs, but with the tires of 25, I always did this little puff, you know, gravel, what they call gravel roads that they're talking about. I always do them with the 25 tires. Eventually I could fit some tires a bit more groovy, a bit more off-roady type, with some grooves. But I always done them, even with the Continental 4000 or this Pirelli that I got now, specific road tires. You just a little bit careful. If you see very pointy rocks, you know, you try to avoid certain holes and everything, but the bike is quite comfortable because it's mid-range. It's good enough to do this kind of gravel paths. Comfortable enough. Of course, if you have a top of the range racing bike, very stiff, with the thin tires, very sleek aerodynamic shape, one of the really race machine, then you don't want to use it on trails at all. You know, you don't want to hit any sort of dust. I still see people pushing the bikes here and there, things they haven't done for years when we used to have the tubular tires. But if you have a mid-range road bike, you know, the frame usually is strong enough and soft a little bit enough to give you some comfort, and so you just check the pressure of your tires. You might deflate a little bit your tires to feel a bit less the gravels under the wheels, and you can use your bike, your normal mid-range road bike, on the gravel paths such as this one. But if you don't have any bikes and you want to have a bike where you think also to do some traveling, some bike packing, to be an overall bike, then maybe a gravel bike would be an option for you. If you don't care about performances too much, because if someone is strong, he's still strong even using a heavy bike. I keep seeing people passing me over the climbs with bike with panniers. Shame on me. But you know, if you got strong, you're strong, and that's it, you know. So if you don't have any bike, then you can consider a gravel bike to do bike packing. Then you can change the tires if you want to just do a trip on the road. If you can use the attachments to fit all sorts of bike racks and carriers and things to hold. You can screw more than 2 water bottles. The geometry is a bit more for comfort and for long hours on the saddle. So in that case, could be an option. And then depends also where you live, what you use the bike for. Gravel bike can be good also for commuting. You know, you can go for the fields, you can go a bit everywhere. But for us living by the mountains, there is no way that a gravel bike could replace what we do with a mountain bike. With a mountain bike, we jump, we catch ourselves through the woods here, don't even look through narrow paths, very technical, very steep. There is no way that one bike do it all if you want to do that sort of stuff. And we do it because it's so enjoyable, you know. There are also places we can put the bike, go up the top of the ski resort and come down full gas with all sorts of ramps and jumps. That stuff, forget it with a gravel bike. So it cannot replace the 2 bikes option. And the 2 bike option, if you have a middle range bike like I have here, you just play a little bit with the tires. I think I could eventually fit the 28s on this one, and then they will do as well as a gravel bike. And even with the 25 tires, road bike tires, I do them anyway. Particularly now, the wind has been blowing, so the paths are really compact and often very smooth. And so with this road bike on those country roads, without asphalt, unpaved, we're rolling really good and fast. Let me know in the comments below what you think. What are your options, your situation, where you're from. It'd be nice to know where you're from. Good to know where the viewers are from. Here we are in the northern part of the Piedmont region of Italy. Sorry, the northwest of Italy. So at the foot of the Alps of the Aosta Valley or the Val Susa, so at the border with France and Switzerland. Ski resorts everywhere, mountains and lakes. It's the outdoor paradise. If you follow me, I get you to discover it. And you can always come for a cycling tour. What a better way to explore a country than on the bike. Have a nice day. As usual YouTube stuff. You're welcome to subscribe, to hit the bell if you want to get a notification when I post something else. You can ask type of video you'd like to see. And with all the outdoors, life happens outdoors. Bye bye from Fabrizio Fabulous Outdoors. See you next time.